of course, further complications. We might think about Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee has a dog. Add apostrophe S. Mr. Lee's dog is nice. Mr. Lee has a wife. What do we do here? It's just the same. Mr. and Mrs. Lee's dog is nice. But instead of calling them Mr. and Mrs. Lee, who have a dog, Mr. and Mrs. Lee's dog, we might just call them the Lees. Again, it's the plural. So again, just like the previous plural, we follow the rule, add the apostrophe S, but nobody says the Lees's dog. We just say the Lee's dog. So again, we leave off the second S. Which brings us to the question of Mr. Lees. This is a different person. He has a different name. His name is spelled L-E-E-S. And he has a dog. So again, we follow the rule. And again, we have the problem of the double S. And we don't say Mr. Lees's dog, so we don't write the second S. But we're still following the rule, which was add apostrophe S and maybe remove the second S if necessary. We can see this very often in the names of classical Greek people. We don't talk about Sophocles' plays. Sophocles wrote many plays, but we just pronounce Sophocles' plays. So again, even though we add the apostrophe S, we remove the second S. Aristophanes, if I can remember how to spell it, Aristophanes plays again. This is why many people will never use the second S on a name. And it's a little bit ambiguous. For example, what about Mr. Harris? Well, there's the name, there's his dog, we add the apostrophe S. My feeling is I pronounce that S. I say Mr. Harris's dog, Mr. Harris's dog. So for me, I leave it and have both S's because I think it's best to write as you would speak in this case. But you will find that many people will not bother and it'll be Mr. Harris's dog like that and Nicholas' dog like that. Personally, I would always have the S because I would say Nicholas's. But some people don't, and that's okay as well. So people who do it like this, if any name that ends with an S, they will only have the apostrophe and not the second S.